If you want more power without getting stronger, pay attention. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the technical side of power so you can maximize your force output on the wall. Power is equal to force times velocity, and in my last video we talked about the physical side of force production. But power isn't just about strength, it's also about coordination. When your body is coordinated, you create more force, but if your movement is disjointed, you'll lose power, so let's break it down. Before we get into the details, I do want to note that coordination has a lot of moving pieces, so trying to focus on too many things at once can actually lead to overthinking and making the movement more disjointed. So stick around until the end of this video where I'll give you a few simple cues that you can use. Powerful movement can be broken down into 3 steps: the counter movement, the movement itself, and the follow-through. The purpose of the counter movement is to build potential energy for the move. Think of the counter movement like pulling back on a slingshot. The more space you create between yourself and the wall, the more power you can generate. The counter movement should be as close to the opposite direction of your target hold as possible. This is so the created momentum is directed towards your destination, like aiming your slingshot before letting go. If you're new to dead points, I recommend practicing on vertical terrain with very good hands and feet. This is because you'll be able to really exaggerate and learn the movement. Now let's talk about the actual movement towards the hold. In the dead point, it's important to note that the lower body initiates the movement. Your hips are your center of gravity and also the strongest muscles in your body. If you're not using them effectively, you're going to be missing out on a ton of power. While the dead point is a quick movement, it is also a piecewise movement. As you can see in this video, my legs begin the movement and then my arms start to pull. My hips extend into the wall while the arms take advantage of the momentum, and then I end in triple extension. Triple extension just means my hips, knees, and ankles are all fully extended, and it's a very powerful position to end in. When people have trouble with the end of a dead point, they often think the issue is with contact strength. While contact strength can certainly be a factor, more commonly it's actually the end position of the dead point that could use more work. The closer your hips are to the wall and the more they direct the momentum into the wall, the longer you have to grab and engage the hold you're going for. This is because you're able to extend the apex of the dead point movement, which is the brief moment where your momentum is still moving up and into the wall before gravity pulls you back down. If your hips are too far out from the wall when you make contact, you'll have less time to grab the hold and will have to fight against the downward pull of gravity. This is why I encourage climbers who are struggling with a dead point to take video from the side so that they can see what's happening with the hips and where they're ending up. What I often see in video review is that the hips start to move away from the wall before the climber even has a chance to engage the hold. The solution is often more power from the hips and more extension into the wall. As promised, here are 3 cues to help your brain focus while your body learns the movement. Again, only try one at a time so you're not thinking about too many things at once. The first cue is keep your arms loose and let the hips do the work, which encourages lower body initiation. The second is stand tall at the end of the movement, which reinforces full hip extension into the wall. And the third is hang on to the starting holds as long as possible to prevent early pulling. Test these different cues out, see what works for you, and drop your favorites in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you next time.